The confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela. We are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And they'll run with a second-round pick from April's draft. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
What an advantage having an elite guy to build a defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Ready.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was finished off by the 14-yard touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now a hit and a loose football. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. McGowan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. They'll start with the option. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. They go play action now. Jackson is going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Only able to gain a couple there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8. 32-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. The short throw caught by Andrews. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Here's Jackson. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
And Jackson throwing once more. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll try to do this himself. And this won't be enough. Stop the yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down and 1.
They'll run. It's Henry. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
It's a gain of 2. And the Baltimore first down. A pickup of 2 yards. And the Ravens first down.
Jackson now. A short. And I think the ball's out. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing they're calling it now, our ball. We don't care if it was luck or skill. Or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Now it's Jackson. Now he'll go. And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
He's going to take another shot here.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
Back to throw. McGowan. He's going to go up top again. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 49 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Operating from the gun. McGowan. This is caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great play there. Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Steelers are able to widen their advantage. Boswell for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try to find a way to win.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Now Jackson. And he loses the football a second time.
Well, it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. The 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. What is going on here? 4 first-quarter touchdowns. Unbelievable.
And the Steelers open the lead up to 34-0.
Extra point now by Boswell. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Well, I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. We should mention, to go along with the great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Ready.
Operating from the gun, McGowan.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Hands it off out of the gun.
Oh, twisting away. A second nice move.
Inside the 10.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Steelers are able to add on to their first half lead.
So his big first half continues. His 3rd touchdown already. We'll have to keep watch as this game goes along, how much they want to continue to ride him, because he could be on his way to a record-setting performance.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the rout is on here in this first half. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
yards.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
2nd and 6. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 47 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Going for it all. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. And Pierce, 28 yards. And the Steelers have got it on cruise control. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes. Boswell for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays.
And it was capped off by a touchdown catch from Alec Pierce.
But somebody gotta do it. Come on, put them on the gas, but somebody gotta do it.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
To about the 35, 2nd down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
Dragons, let's go now.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. How about that? Their quarterback, 65 yards. And the Steelers extend their lead yet again.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed? They did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Steelers, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to...
High five! I'm Scott Hansen, and this is your Week 5 edition of the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Some big games to get to. We'll start in the Steel City. The Steelers at home to take on the Baltimore Ravens. And this is the running back. He gets past the first wave of the defense, and the race is on. The Steelers continue to have enough. They make it 5 straight wins to start the new year. Next, let's go to Landover, Maryland, just outside the nation's capital. Looking in on the Commanders, they're hosting the Philadelphia Eagles. And it's the elusive Jalen Hurts. He had it working every which way. This, a rushing touchdown. He also had 3 passing touchdowns. The Eagles move to 4-1, looking good as they get the win here. Lastly, we go up to Lambeau Field. It's the Packers taking on the San Francisco 49ers. And let's watch Josh Jacobs. He only needs a little bit of breathing room, and he knows what to do with it. The Packers come away with the victory, and that's now 4 in a row. That's a wrap. Until next time, I'm Scott Hansen. Good night from all of us at EA Sports.
They've been dealt one of their toughest matchups early in the season, but there is hope. One of their coaches has found what they think is a key weakness. The decision now, how exactly to exploit it.
Welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the ATL, once the terminus of the Western and Atlantic Railroad, where the sound of that train horn can still be heard inside the magnificent Mercedes-Benz Stadium. But tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. These guys let it be known right now that they're a team to be reckoned with. The perfect 5-0 to start the year. On the other side, Falcons head coach Raheem Morris. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home.
Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football.
Tag! 60 Vikings, 19 Charger, 19.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. He's still on his feet. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Partner, is that what you call a quick hitter? That was actually a bolt of lightning, wasn't it, right out of the gate?
And, of course, on the heels of him winning AFC Offensive Player of the Week 1 week ago. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go. Ready.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll let it fly for Austin. And this is caught inside the 5. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Calvin Austin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The Steelers at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign, and they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Ready.
Off the play fake, McGowan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 54 yards.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. Now the offense getting set to take over the football here early on in the game, 1st quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Lets one go downfield for Pierce.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Alec Pierce.
71 yards. Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession? Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 45 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. McGowan. Now they go screen. It's complete. Touchdown. A great effort that... All right. right, the offense back on the field here. Let's see what they can do on this play.
Here we go. Ready, go. Ready.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Get it. 19, go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this will be caught at the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Pat Freiermuth, 58 yards. And the Steelers are able to widen their lead. Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
Past the 20. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Their mobile quarterback, 46 yards.
And the Steelers are pouring it on. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more.
So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Shifts by him. Bursts by him near the 35. There he goes left side. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance for first half. Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. DK Metcalf, 66 yards.
And the Steelers just continue to roll. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one.
It'll be a 1st and 10 coming up as this offense takes over possession of the football in the third quarter. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Shelling through the defense. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
A gain of 15.
It's a big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Off play action. McGowan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
Ready, go.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Hey.
They'll go with the keeper. And he is over the line for another rushing. We are in the 4th and final quarter. will have the football starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Okay, break. Get it. 79, bro. 60.
Throwing to start the drive. McGowan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes his thing way down into Atlanta territory. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete.
Yeah, he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. At the 12-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Throwing to start the drive. McGowan.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and
1. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Off the play fake. McGowan. And he finds a man with a crossing route.
He's still on his feet.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
A big play there. 72 yards.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Pittsburgh,
Nothing like October football. Welcome in, everyone. This is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 6. I'm Scott Hansen. Some big games to get to. We go to Atlanta. The Falcons at home to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. And here's the Steeler wideout. He's going to bring this one in, and away he goes. This will wind up as a 72-yard touchdown grab. From there, let's go up to the Motor City. Let's look in on the Lions as they play host to the LA Rams. And it's ARSB, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Just get his hands on the football and let him do the rest. 56 yards, touchdown. Last but not least, let's go to Baltimore. The Ravens taking on the Eagles. And this is the big man, Derrick Henry. Spots an opening, capitalizes on it, 15 yards for the touchdown. The Ravens get back to 500. They even their mark at 3-3. So that'll put a bow on this one. For all the hardworking men and women here in Orlando, Scott Hansen saying good night. We'll see you next week right here on EA Sports.
Built on the side of the old Gator Bowl and incorporating a few pieces of that former stadium in its design, this is Everbank Stadium. And as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Jacksonville, Florida. Coming up, we're keeping things in the AFC for an intra-conference contest between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. On one sideline, the head coach of the Steelers. Their side still unbeaten at this point in the season. On the opposite side, Jaguars head coach Liam Cohen. This guy's coming off the bye week, so we'll keep an eye on it, Brock. Maybe a small advantage.
On the jump.
First carry of the game here for the New Mexico rookie. Spins out of one side. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Kate, if that first play is any indicator, this offense is going to have one heck of a field day. I'm talking a big chunk of yards on the ground and some big-time confidence, too.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Ready, go.
First down. Play action. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. Not the way you want to start your game, but the pick was dropped, so the opening drive continuing. Now we're second down. They're going play action. He's looking deep once again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. They'll air it out on third. He's going to try another deep one here. He's got it inside the 10. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be first and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal. Break the huddle. It's second down now. Pass play coming here. He will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive.
He's touched.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Off the play fake. He'll throw. They're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
He's got it in close. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a 13-0 lead.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with a receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
All right, Steelers to the line now. First and 10. They'll throw to start the drive. He's loaded another one up. That's complete inside the 35. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset. First and 10 after that last highlights. They're at the 30. They're throwing it. Taking a chance to the end zone. And he has the Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers take a 20-zip lead. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. They get 23 on that one. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already into enemy territory. Pass play on 1st and 10. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers can make it a 4-score game as they lead by 24. Pat Fryermuth, the touchdown. It is a word broadcasters hesitate to use for a lot of reasons, but 4 touchdowns in 4 drives, Brock. I think we can throw it out here. Perfection thus far.
Yeah, this game will humble you at this level. I mean, this is the best of the best playing it, and you don't normally see this kind of execution and this kind of efficiency, so I understand that word perfection. I will remind...
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Steelers continue dominating in our opening half.
Got it. Ready?
The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. It's caught at the 4. We might be close to this league growing again. That play gives them a 1st and goal. The early returns on the stat sheet have been good so far, partner. He's off to the exact kind of start they were hoping he'd have.
Yeah, you can just feel the rhythm, the timing, the tempo, and that ball is zipping all over the field.
Working inside the red zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers parlay. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Let's go now.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. Following that last play, want to keep that pedal down. 1st and 10 from the 45. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it. Great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here. Firing one deep for the end zone. That one connects. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers boat racing them to the halftime locker room. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Now a run here from the gun. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire. Getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers put... Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. He dodged the tackle. They can't stop him. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They've got 1st down here from the 36. Looking in the air here. Going deep here for the end zone. And it is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers capitalize on the turnover and add to... All right, working from the gun to Suggs. 1st and 10. Blown back, gets the handoff. And they'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now. Now looks like we're going to get a stoppage for an injured Jaguar. He's in some pain as the trainers head out to examine him. Back-to-back carries here. It's a foot race. The 30. He's at the 10. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers can cruise to a win, growing that lead. First and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now off the play action. On the move, headed right. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Okay, ready?
To the incompletion, 2nd and 10, still from the 30. They'll go play action. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go. Set. Ready. Ready.
To the air on 3rd and long. He's throwing deep to the left side. Big gain downfield. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal. And that completion gets him up to 400 yards in the football game. No, it's a tough mark to reach, but one that every quarterback takes pride in being able to reach, or at least challenge every so often. Breaking the huddle, here's 1st and goal. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Steelers come in and take this on the road. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team in the front half of this campaign. So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we bid farewell from Jacksonville.
Artistry on display. Hi, everyone. I'm Scott Hansen. This is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 7. Plenty of action to get you caught up on. We'll start in Jacksonville. The Jaguars at home to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this is the visitors' running back. Looking for a hole, finds one, and he hits the turbo. The Steelers improve their mark to 7-0 as they get the win. Next up, it's Santa Clara, California. Let's look in on the Niners as they play host to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And this is Baker Mayfield. He connects on a 19-yard touchdown pass. The Buccaneers win their 4th straight as they get the victory here. One more to show you. Let's go to Charlotte. It's the Panthers taking on the Packers. And let's watch Josh Jacobs. 54 yards to the house. The Packers improve to 6-0. They keep rolling with another victory. That'll do it for us. Until next week, Scott Hansen in Orlando. Good night from all of us at EA Sports.
Film rooms are the forum where strategies are discussed and victories are born. Each person there has a voice and a chance to step forward with what they believe is the key to this week's game.
We're here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. One sideline, there's the head coach of the Browns. This guy's looking to get back to 500 as they come in at 3-4 on the year. And on the other side, the Steelers head coach, first one. They'll run with the second-round pick in the April draft. Inside the 40. And he is gone. 72 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job.
I'm not like them, I put paper over cliff. I used to want to end, now I got sell. If it's about money, then you know it's with it. If it's about money, then you know I'm on.
Here we go. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete to his running back, Kenneth Gainwell. And he has taken down a big gain on that one. Great way for them to end this opening quarter. One quarter in the books. A one-point affair, 7-6 is the score. And we're back to the Steel City after this. The Steelers with the football to begin the second quarter. From the 35, it's 1st and 10 as we are ready to get back underway. Just refusing to go down. He winds up with a gain of 7.
He was tackled
And his great first half on the ground continues, and this is one of those guys that when he gets in the groove, it seems like it's an 8-yard run, a 10-yard run, and all of a sudden a 15-yard chunk play, one after another.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 2. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he's in. 1-8. Start on the ground, and he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple, and it's 2nd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Now, a whistle. Looks like there was movement on the left side of that offensive line. So that'll move them back half the distance, and they'll try it again.
2nd down. Ready, break. Ready, ready,
From his own end zone, he'll set up to throw. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. Inside the 40. And he will take this one in. 98 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Huge play there. They go in the air. We only see a few touchdowns of that length all year. They go from backed up to in. Now, faking the give.
The pass on 1st down. The stop made by Myles Garrett. A big loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. That is caught. And he's going to take this one all the way. 89 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Think back to the spring, Mike. We all watched the highlights of this guy's pro day, and you always question, why do they make these quarterbacks?
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this 1st half.
Let's go.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. He's going to look downfield once again. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this 1st half.
Our trip around the NFL starts now. In the Big Easy, the Saints at home to take on the Bengals. All right, Mike, thanks very much. Lots to get to from a jam-packed Sunday of football. Let's get right into it. And it's Alvin Kamara. He's going to show some burst, and he has a score, 24 yards on the touchdown. The Saints wind up taking this one by a touchdown. From there, let's go up to the Motor City. Let's look in on the Lions as they play host to the Chicago Bears. and it's Jared Goff. He's going to take this one himself. He also had 2 touchdown passes in the game. The Lions just keep on rolling. They are now 8-0 as they get the win. Lastly, let's go to Atlanta. It's the Falcons taking on the Carolina Panthers. And it's a former star with the Dogs over in Athens, Trevor Etienne. He's going to take this one in, 11 yards on the touchdown run. And time now for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we get you back out to the second half and rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Get it! Ready,
The third quarter begins with a run. Lots of space, past the 45. 20, 15, and they're not going to run it down. He goes all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They've got him.
A loss of 5 brings up second and 15 at the 39-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll let this go. Deep shot for Atwell. And he has got this one all the way down to the 2-yard line. A big-time play for Pittsburgh. 59 yards. Now they'll set up to throw. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the... Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Out to his right. Escaping the danger. Throwing incompleting. And he's going to be out of bounds. They mark him at the 35-yard line.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
He'll drop to throw. He'll let this go. Deep shot for Atwell. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Back to the air once more on second down. Good coverage there in the end zone, and is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up third down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. He'll get the first down inside the 15. And he will score again. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon.
It's not often in the NFL, Mike, that we see a run play result in a touchdown of this length. A lot of things happen.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Here's a deep shot for Pierce. And will be incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. Again, working deep downfield. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That is his 3rd touchdown of the game and his 9th for the year. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Forced out left. Now he takes off. And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Touchdown, Steelers. This one in the win column for the Steelers. They continue to be the hottest team in the NFL here in the first couple of months of the season as they remain unbeaten. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Steelers, winners, as we say so long.
Two months in, and the NFL is as unpredictable as ever. Hi, everyone. Scott Hansen in Orlando. This is your weekly recap for Week 8. Some big games to get to. We'll start in the Steel City. The Steelers at home to take on the Cleveland Browns. And here's the Steeler wideout. He's going to run a deep route, look it in, and he's gone. Make it a 70-yard touchdown grab. Next up, Duval County, Jacksonville, Florida. Let's check in on the Jaguars as they host the Houston Texans. And this is C.J. Stroud. He'll look to get the yards himself on the scramble, and he got those yards and more. Off he goes. The Texans come away with a victory. They win by 6. One more to bring you, and it's from the nation's capital. It's the Commanders hosting the Seattle Seahawks. And it's the veteran, Terry McLaurin. He's so good working down the field, hauls this one in stride. A 55-yard touchdown. The Commanders move their mark to 6-1 as they continue to play well here in the season's first half. And that's a wrap for this week. For all the hardworking men and women in the studio, Scott Hansen saying goodnight. We'll see you again next week right here on EA Sports.